Hi, I'm Kay Dean, and this is Fake Review Watch. As I've been documenting on this channel, Google is absolutely polluted with fake reviews. Their entire review platform is really like an ocean of misinformation and fakery. Unless you take the time to do the research I've done, you can't see what's really going on, but Google certainly can. They just don't tell you about it, and they are doing very little to clean it up. Today, we'll look at another patch of pollution on Google, beginning with a New Jersey medical clinic. Once you find one business with something suspicious about its reviews, you can often develop a whole list of businesses who are receiving what are almost certainly fake reviews. Today is September 8th, 2021, and I'm looking at Princeton Primary and Urgent Care Center's Google page. The center is located in Princeton, New Jersey, and it has a 4.8 star rating based on 241 Google reviews. I suspect that Princeton Primary and Urgent Care has a lot of fake reviews based on something I saw last year. Let me show you what I saw. This is a video I took of Princeton Primary and Urgent Care's Google page from August 2020, and they had a 4.8 star rating based on 145 reviews. So let's sort by the newest. And after this first review from Heather C., notice all of the 5-star reviews with no comments. Note also that all of these reviews are from 2 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, and still 2 weeks ago, and more from 2 weeks ago. In all, there are 71 5-star reviews from 2 weeks ago, so nearly half of their reviews are from 2 weeks ago. This was definitely suspicious. I decided to revisit Princeton Primary and Urgent Care to look more closely at their Google reviews. Across the top of this spreadsheet are 60 of their Google reviewers. Down the left side are 35 businesses that have also been reviewed by these Google profiles. Note first that we have businesses here from all over the world: Germany, the United Arab Emirates, the United Kingdom, Bosnia, Pakistan, Canada, Iraq, Australia, Spain, and more. Now note the number of businesses reviewed in common by these reviewers. For instance, of these 60 patients of Princeton Primary and Urgent Care, 17 use the same New York home warranty company. 15 use the same German software company. 12 have been to the same art gallery in Dubai, and 11 have used the same UK flooring and furniture company. 10 have used the same Sarajevo hotel, and 9 have used the same logistics service in Pakistan. 7 Princeton patients even use the same New York home warranty company and the same German software company. People such as Jennifer Sanchez and Duncan Hughes. None of this is believable. Let's examine a couple of Princeton's reviewers more closely. We'll check Valeria Conley and Emerson Josh. Here's Valeria Conley's 5-star review of Princeton Primary and Urgent Care from 11 months ago. Great service, she says. Look at her photo more closely, though. That's actually Angelina Jolie, not some Valeria Conley. Now, let's take a look at Conley's Google page. Here's Valeria Conley on Google. She's one of 60 Princeton Primary and Urgent Care patients on our spreadsheet, and one of 17 who also reviewed Amazon Home Warranty. She's one of 5 patients who reviewed National Air and Heating in Miami. Moving across the Atlantic, we see she's one of 7 patients who reviewed this UK glass manufacturer, and one of 11 who reviewed this flooring and furniture company. She's one of 3 who reviewed this German kebab restaurant in Sweden. She's one of 7 who reviewed this web design place in Iraq, and one of 2 Princeton patients who used the same chiropractor in Pakistan. She seems to get around. Next, we have Emerson Josh, who also reviewed Princeton Primary and Urgent Care 11 months ago. He praised Dr. Bruno and the staff, but look at Josh's picture. He's a dead ringer for Tom Cruise. Let's look at his Google reviews. Here's Emerson Josh on Google. We'll start with his review of Princeton Urgent Care. Like Valeria, he also reviewed National Air and Heating in Miami. Over to Europe, oh look, he's reviewed the same UK glass manufacturer and the same German restaurant in Sweden. Moving on, he's reviewed that same Iraq web designer and amazingly the same chiropractor in Pakistan. This garbage is all over Google, harming both consumers and honest businesses. What does Google do about it? Very little. Think about how many people are deceived by the reviews on our spreadsheet alone. Let's take another look at our spreadsheet. It's my opinion that most of the names across the top of this spreadsheet are not real people at all, just profiles conjured up by one or more review sellers. I showed you earlier that Princeton Primary and Urgent Care garnered 71 5-star Google reviews within a 2-week period. As I've shown in previous videos, those kinds of reviews can be bought cheaply and in bulk from review sellers often based in India or Bangladesh, who create fake profile names and attach lifted photos to them. This spreadsheet, however, shows just a small portion of the many fake reviews for the businesses listed down the left side. We'll now turn to Best for Software in Germany to show you what I mean. Best for Software suspiciously has 15 reviewers in common with Princeton Primary and Urgent Care, but they have many more suspect reviews. Best for Software is an online software store based in Munich. It has a 5-star rating on Google based on 244 reviews. This time I've plotted 80 Google reviewers of Best for Software across the top. These are different profiles than those on the previous spreadsheet because none of these profiles have reviewed Princeton Primary and Urgent Care. But all of the businesses except for one were on our last spreadsheet. Again, look at the overlap in reviews. For example, 28 of these 80 Best for Software reviewers all supposedly ate at one of 2 Topol sandwich shops in the Toronto area. Even more surprising, 12 of those 28 people all happened to get replacement rubber gaskets from the same Australian gasket manufacturer. Astounding! To give you one more ridiculous example, 8 of our German software company's customers all apparently have eaten at one of the 2 Topol sandwich shops in Toronto and are patients of the same Connecticut dentist. There are over 550 Google reviews, all likely fake, on the 2 spreadsheets I've shown. And remember, I've plotted only a small portion of the reviews for these businesses. So this is only a part of the pollution in just one small section of the ocean of Google reviews. To give you a sense of the evidence behind the X's on this spreadsheet, let's take a closer look at one Google profile, Mr. Drew Hartford. This is Mr. Drew Hartford's 5-star Google review of Best for Software from 11 months ago. It was originally written in German. Note the photo. It's actually a photo of American actor Froilan Gutierrez. Apparently he speaks German. Now we're on Drew Hartford's Google page. Here's his Best for Software review. He's one of the 33 people on our 2 spreadsheets who reviewed Amazon Home Warranty. He's one of 18 reviewing the Connecticut dentist. He's one of 36 who tried Topol sandwich in the Toronto area. Over in Europe, he's one of 19 people on our 2 spreadsheets who reviewed this Chinese restaurant in the Netherlands. There's Best for Software. He's one of 23 who reviewed this Spanish real estate agency. One of 27 reviewing this art gallery in Dubai. And one of 19 who reviewed the Australian gasket manufacturer. So as you can see, fake Google reviews are a global problem. Consumers worldwide are being deceived and thousands of honest businesses are being harmed. The only ones thriving in this sea of pollution are the cheaters and Google. It's time for international cooperation to clean up this mess.